Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be another full body stretch routine. This routine's geared at increasing your flexibility, mobility, range of motion. I love stretching. I usually stretch 3 to 4 times a week, and it just helps with any other activities you're doing. I have another full body stretch routine on my channel as well as a ton of other workout videos, so definitely check those out and let's get started. Alright guys, so we're just going to start out by rolling out our wrists, swivel your hips back and forth. I have an aerial background, so some of these stretches might be a little bit dancey. We're going to add some movement, some static and active stretches. Alright, so now with your legs wide, just take those arms out, shoulders down, rotate back and forth. This is just going to open up your side body, key up your shoulders just a bit, and should just overall feel good. All right, now take that right hand, gently rock your head to one side, putting a little bit of pressure, but keep your face totally forward. All right, other side, and keep that shoulder down, just getting a nice stretch in the neck, and then just roll it out if that feels comfortable. If not, you can just go straight to the front or back, and we're just gonna do a couple rolls each side. Again, trying to keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. All right, let's bring the shoulders back in some small rotations, and then forward. All right, and we're gonna do a couple more side stretches, this time getting a little bit deeper, and you're just going back and forth. So some of the movements we're gonna hold, some of them are just gonna be a little bit more to warm up the body and loosen things up. I didn't do a workout before this, so it feels nice just to get a little bit warm. All right, so let's take it to a flat forward, fat back, legs wide. And you're gonna keep your chest completely parallel to the floor. Rotate to your right side, open up, rotate back down, center, left side, rotate up, down. This one should actually be a little bit of a challenge. I like combining strength and flexibility. They do harmonize well together, but they also kind of counterbalance each other, because every time you do something strength, you're kind of counteracting the flexibility routines that you may have done. And just one more to the left side. All right, we're gonna just drop it down into a center straddle. Walk it over to the left and hold nose to knee if you can. And get your head even further towards the floor, hugging your forehead into your shin, just getting lower down that leg. Let's take it to the other side. Same thing, nose to knee. Try to drop it down so your forehead is towards the middle or bottom of your shin. Just pulling your head even closer to your leg and the floor. All right, so we're gonna take the arms up. You're going to link them behind your back like so, and you're gonna drop it all the way forward. And don't go too deep if it's uncomfortable, but if you want more, you can press your palms into each other, or you can just let them relax outward. And you're going to try to tuck your head between your legs. And then rotate to the left side, looking up towards the ceilings, shoulders away from the ears. and to the right side. And once more to the left. And to the right. And then we'll end in center after this. One more to the center. Try to get deeper than you did before. Dropping your hands down to the floor. All right, so now we're gonna go into our down dog, just pedaling our feet out to start off. You want a nice triangular position and even get into the toes. All right, we're gonna do some just active kicks with the right leg. Keep both legs completely straight. You're kicking straight up to the ceiling. And then we're gonna bring it in for butt kicks. 10 of these. All right, other side. And butt kicks. This is just, stretching out hamstrings and quads on both sides, opening up the shoulders as well. All right, let's just do a little toe stretch. So bring your knees down, but not all the way touching the floor. Then push back up to your down dog. Knees down, barely touching or hovering over the floor. Then down to your down dog. One more time. All right, then walk your toes towards your hands. And let's hang straight down. You can cross your elbows if that feels good. Try to get your head as close as you can to your knees. All right, now let's split the legs and just fall forward towards your shin and try to almost walk your forehead down your leg. All right, and then we are gonna go into a little bit of twist. So place your right hand next to your left and open up. This is getting that outer thigh right there. And if you want, you can bring the arm back for a little twist. All right, let's go back down, this time with toes flexed up towards the head. You can even pull with one of your arms. Excellent. Let's do the other side. Just gonna flip over so you guys can see. All right, walk that forehead down. Okay, plant the left hand next to your right and open up. And if you want to, you can just bring it into that bind. Okay, now let's just go into a straight leg fold again. But this time, bring your arms behind your calves and bring your head in between your shins. Breathing, of course. all the way up. We're gonna bring the arms back to a little bit of a mini back bend. So you're just gonna keep your arms in a little bit of a wide, like so, and just drop it back, opening up that chest. Whew. And forward fold, that feels so good. My husband's pressure washing the house, so sorry about the increased noise. Let's bring it up one more time. All right, now bring your hands to the back of your butt, and we're going to walk it down. Take it slow, your back is very sensitive. Slowly roll it all the way up. Now we're just going to take it back to that down dog, but this time we're going to open up the hip. So you are going to take one leg up, and then you are going to take it to the opposite side, trying to touch your toe to your head. Then just bring it into your knee, back up, toe to head. Then bring it in, up, toe to head. Now we're going to bring it to the side, and we are going to rest it in a half frogger position. And you can keep your foot flexed. And this is just opening up the hip. Single frog is going to be way easier than a double frog, but it helps to stretch both those legs out individually. If you can, move back so you can fully see this. If you can fully straighten the leg, this is almost like a half split, but this leg is working like your same split position, but this one's almost working a straddle split as well. And I'm pushing my chest up with my arms, pressing my left thigh into the floor and pressing my right inner thigh into the floor. If you can't do this, just keep it in frog or extend it out as best you can, always just being super conscientious of your knees. Now let's take that back, and we are going to walk it down. Do some waves. Bringing the chest down. Breathing. All right, now you're gonna go into your furthest extension. So for doing that, you are going to almost take your hands like this, which will make your arms even longer, which will force your back further back. And then you are going to walk your hands closer to your stomach as you arch back. Excellent. Let's bring the knees into chest. Do a quick child's pose to release everything. All right, we're gonna quickly stretch out the front of the feet. So you are just going to bring your knees up like so and rock back a little bit on your hands. If you're like a dancer or an aerialist, my feet always get super crampy, and stretching out my toes always feels so good. All right, let's bring them down. We're gonna swivel our legs out in front. Let's do a forward fold. So we're not spending a ton of time in each position, but we're hitting, mainly because I get bored, we're just hitting the same muscles and tendons though over and over again in different positions, and it'll just work and flex different areas. And you can kind of pedal your legs out here, bring your toes in if that feels good, or you can keep them pointed. All right, let's bring one leg back, and if this is uncomfortable for you, you can stick to one leg at a time. If it's not uncomfortable for you, we are just going to stretch out our quads by bringing both feet to our butt and stretching all the way back. You can even rock to side if that feels good. And you can start arching your back off the floor and pushing your elbows into the floor to get more of a stretch in the front of your quad. Kind of rock back and forth to get even more of a stretch. All right, so now we are gonna bring our legs into a stack plow position. So let's go into legs fully straight, and you're gonna walk your hands underneath your low back leg. So then you are going to slowly drop your toes down to the floor. And if this is already enough for you, you could stay here, or you can, this is gonna look really funny, but I love stretching out my back the other way. So you're gonna bring your knees to your ears. Just being conscientious of your neck. And you can even roll slightly to one side. I like stretching out like one side of my neck and shoulder, and then the other by just bending that leg. All right, hands back behind. And we're just gonna do some split kicks. So you can let your hips fall more into your hands. And you can do either grip, really, whatever's most comfortable. Keep your legs straight. All right, now we're going to bring legs into butterfly position, tap the floor, back into butterfly position, super open hips, straight up. Couple more. All right, touch your toes back behind, and then let's just roll it all the way down. And we've got that other side to do. Just gonna roll it up. And if you guys remember, we did that downward dog, and we brought it over, toes to back of head, and then into chest. So I'm gonna lift it up, toes to head, then bring it underneath, up, toes to head, underneath. Couple more. One more. All right, now let's bring it to side to that Frogger, half Frogger position, hold it here, and then we will straighten the leg in just a moment. All right, now go ahead and straighten the leg if you can, or stay where you're at if that feels good. Start walking your hands, pushing your chest up. I have probably been the most unflexible I've been in a while. I was stretching about 3 to 4 times a week for almost an hour, 30 minutes to an hour each time. But I'm getting into my second trimester here, and I'm finally getting a little bit of energy, but first trimester I was definitely not as energized. So, and I'm also trying to take it a little bit easy on the twists and like really deep back bends. So let's go into our Sphinx pose and just really bring those shoulders down and back. Roll out that head. We're gonna do another back bendy thing. So this time you're gonna go ahead and let's just walk our arms all the way up to your highest point. Relax those shoulders. And then roll it down. Grab your hands. We're gonna do 2 different grips, so it doesn't really matter if it's on the inside or outside of the ankles. And you're going to stretch your legs up and arch your back. All right, and we were gonna switch to grips, but that actually doesn't feel very good on my stomach, so I don't wanna push it. You're gonna extend your left arm out. We're gonna do a little bit of a twist that's gonna be nice on your shoulder. So extend that one arm out and roll your back towards it. You can keep your legs almost in a stag position, or you can bend both legs. If you want to get deeper into it, you're going to straighten both legs and have your hips facing as close to the ceiling as you can. All right, let's do the other side. Same thing. This should feel really good on your chest and shoulder and even neck. All right, so now I try to do more non-traditional boring, like not so boring stretches, but the runner's lunge stretch and just those ones that are like oldies but goodies, I always do, especially if you are working towards your splits or trying to just maintain a good split. These ones I feel like are a must. So we're gonna take it to a runner's lunge. We're gonna sink into it, but not yet. Just hold it up. With this position, you wanna stretch out the front of your quad and keep your knee parallel. Now we're going to sink down. This is when you should feel it more in that front leg, in the back hamstring area. Breathing, bringing myself to breathe, and then bring that heel in. You might have to walk that front toe up a little bit for balance. Try to grab with both arms. If you can't, you can just do one or the other, whatever's more comfortable. Right? And let's just bend and straighten here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop it back. All right, now you're going to even get that outside. So you're gonna want to rotate your hips towards the bent knee leg and rotate away from that leg that's in front. And try to face the back of the room. This should get the outside of your leg. All right, so let's go into lizard. You're gonna walk your hands down. This is just gonna further open you up so you can get into that splits, or if you're working towards the splits. All right, and let's take it into pigeon from here. So walk that foot in, drop your butt down, and face your chest forward. This side's always tighter for me for pigeon. But you want to have a 90-degree angle here. Mine's really not that great on this side. And if you can, drop it down. All right, swing that other leg forward. Let's go into a figure 4. So again, stretching that same part of the leg that we were in pigeon. We're just going to flex the foot and drop it forward while also stretching the hamstring of the other leg. All right, then we are going to go into our straddle position here. And let's just go out to one side, pointed toe, and then flex the toe. And then walk it into your pancake fold, or as far as you can. All right, other side. That felt so good. I just wanted to stay there. Pointed toe. Flex toe. All right, then let's walk those heels in and just open up the inner thighs by using your elbows to push your knees back. And then we're gonna go for our wrap. So wrap your arms behind. Try to grab your butt cheeks. All right, then straight into the lunge on the other side. Ooh, it feels so good. Okay, drop the knee down. Bring that heel up towards the butt. Straighten the front leg, nose to knee, walk it down. Right back up, then slowly walk your toes over to the other side for pigeon. We gotta wrap this up. It's starting to get dark. Okay, pigeon. Hope you guys are feeling a lot more stretched out. Tried to hit shoulders, arms, of course, legs, chest, back. I think we hit everything here. Fold it forward. Swing that leg around. We're gonna go into that figure 4. Foot flex, both feet flex. Drop it forward. All right, guys, let's finish there. It's starting to get dark, but really did do a head to toe stretch. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I absolutely love stretching. I could literally think of stretch moves all day. I also have a ton of workout videos, so definitely check out my channel if you haven't already, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.